Look at this. Okay.
Well, I'm trying.
I'm sorry, I'm trying, and I don't know. Look at this shit.
Have you ever known pirates, man? The ladies are having a good time.
Look at this shit.
Dude, they're not dudes. There's like one. So,
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Over 25.
On the screen.
Here, go onto your phone and subscribe, but don't record the recording, okay? Today's conversation is one that I think we can all relate to, which is why we picked it. And it's titled Beliefs That No Longer Serve Us. And what do we mean by this? You know, when you're growing up, there are things you're told by mom and dad. Like,
Hold on.
for example, girls don't put food before the big brother. Or you're not supposed to talk to guests before they speak to you, kind of thing. And then there's those ones which are...
Okay, so
I
get it. So that's another reason. Let's see.
I'm a bit nervous.
Let's see now.
Important, and the more we keep putting some ideologies out there, the more they start becoming a culture in society. So for me, I really don't believe boys will be boys. Girls will be. What will girls be? They'll be quiet and submissive, and it's horrible. And but if you check the dictionary, I don't know which dictionaries. I think we check several dictionaries.
Apparently, boys being boys, they take it as some sort of a license for men doing anything that they want.
where did they get that?
That's what she's saying.
Oh, that's how she
believes
that.
Just boys should be boys.
Oh, so it should be eradicated. Boys should be whatever the fuck they're told to be.
Just that phraseology. I guess she thinks it's a license for men to do anything that they want.
Okay.
And in contrast to the opposite is, then girls should be, I don't know, meek, mute, something. But let's see.
All right.
Meaning is, it's horrible. They try and make light of men behaving badly, whether it's in the office or wherever. They try and make light of it so that we can excuse them. I don't like that statement, and it's a belief that no longer serves me. There's actually there's a reel I saw. I think it was yesterday.
Just a bit. What does boys will be boys have to do with her?
I don't know. Here's the thing.
It's actually a term used for men, or boys. Especially if, let's say, something happens. Yeah. Let's say two boys are playing. One gets hurt. Mm-hmm. He goes crying to his dad. His dad is like, "Yo, you are playing."
Yeah, you are playing.
Boys will be boys.
You can get hurt. Ukicheza.
Yeah, and that's
a big deal.
That is actually part of how we are taught, how we deal with each other. Yeah. And it comes from when we are kids, because we understand there's a high level of respect when it comes to men.
Yeah.
Because if something doesn't work, he can quickly get into action, get in physical. If we don't have those limiters, call them limiters or boundaries. You can meet a guy who you've known for a while, and you can have your own thing. The same way you can know a guy who's close to you, like me. Yeah. And go like, "Hey, what's up, motherfucker? Are you still here getting fat and shit?" If you tell someone you don't know that, they'll get really pissed off.
Like,
but unajua sasa hiyo for us, we're just being boys. We know each other like that. We can say things like that to each other. But sasa, if they start equating people saying boys will be boys
as a
license, just negative,
as a license
connotation,
negativity.
Dude, I've never had anyone.
That's not how we use it.
No, we don't. I've never had anyone go and abuse a woman, and then guys go like,
"No, boys will be boys. This is what we do." Yeah,
I've never had that. I've never seen that.
I can actually understand where she's coming from, and especially I think the thing that really triggers women a lot is when things like infidelity, or maybe a bit of disrespect, sexual disrespect, when it comes in. And then some will say, well, men always cheat. I can agree there are some instances when that's been used. But that phrase has never been a license for negativity.
No, it
In
has never.
fact, it has always meant that boys will do what boys do, meaning behavior in terms of playing, in terms of manly conduct with one another. So that where someone comes in and thinks, well, maybe that's not right because that's not how they know, that's not how they were raised, we would check them and say, well, correction, this is how men act, and has nothing to do with negativity. If it's play, boys play rough.
Yeah.
If it's
Even speech.
if
How
it's
we speech.
men,
Our speech is
maybe
more
in a manly way,
direct,
more direct,
more to the point.
Exactly.
And you know, some of these ladies actually see that as a sort of talking down on them. And I've seen that a lot, especially these ladies who actually want to be as aggressive as men. So when, let's say, a guy, she goes up to a guy being crass or whatever, and let's say the guy's like, yo, there's no need for that. We're just having a quaint conversation. You know, she can go like, but you men do it. Men do this all the time. But that's where they get it wrong.
Being direct has nothing to do
Yes.
with being disrespectful.
Being direct is very different from what you are trying to do. And I think that's the problem we have, especially with modern beautiful ladies like these ones. I think even coming into this conversation, they already have negative connotations attached to whatever they want to talk about.
Let's check and see if that's
Let's
on TikTok, where this lady was saying how you know, when women are younger, we tell them, you know, you need to excuse boys' bad behavior because women mature faster than boys, so they're just being childish. But how about we change that and say, boys, how about you up your game by looking up to girls because they are mature and they mature faster.
That makes no sense.
Follow. And one guy on TikTok said that, so that's what all men do.
And another thing, when they say women mature faster, it's usually when it comes to emotional intelligence.
Mostly it's emotional
Yes,
intelligence.
and
It's
their
not even
bodies.
mental. It's not even mental intelligence.
And understanding.
It's physical,
Yes,
and mental,
and mental.
emotional intelligence. No, it's not even mental.
There's no IQ that has anything to do with women becoming more mature faster. And I listened to a teacher when I was in high school. Yeah, he was a guy. Yeah, this guy told us, we might understand some things later than women. Yeah. Because for women, when they reach adolescence, there are so many things they have to learn that force them to mature faster. Like when it comes to keeping themselves clean, there's more that rides with that than us.
Yeah, boys will just be like, well,
when it comes
just
to
wake up, eat,
protecting themselves because they're becoming more feminine, there are some things that they are told that they're supposed to keep clean or to do every month. You know, you're supposed to use toilets like this. And I think that gives them a sense of maturing faster than boys.
Yeah, it definitely contributes that.
It has nothing to do with IQ though. Nothing.
But then that's what's being held over men, you see.
It makes no sense though. Because I usually see a very big problem, especially if we're having a conversation that requires logic. Let's say something that actually requires mathematics or probability. Something like saying, we have this amount of people who are married, this amount of people who are not married. That is math. Yeah. We can narrow it down to math. Yes. Yeah. And we can also check out and say, okay, these kids who are born out of wedlock or to a single parent, most of them end up like this. Yeah. That is facts. And we cannot attach that to, I understood that I was a woman earlier than you understood what a man was.
And so that over me.
There's no correlation there.
Let's just continue this.
Instead of activity, it's a deficiency for us. You see, it benefits one sex, and then also I think it also propagates this other two small things like sexual
gender
assault.
stereotypes.
Gender stereotypes, exactly. Yeah.
You know, like I'm forgetting the full term, but there's a T-shirt. I know it from Shave. You know, these ones that say protect your daughter.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing. And I think it's within that wheelhouse because boys will be boys now becomes what were you wearing when this happened to you? That kind of thing. Yeah. So were you drunk? Did you do something to make this happen to you, kind of thing? And the other reason why it's just a stupid way of thinking is we've seen boys who are not that kind of boys
Yeah.
or who grew up to be, proper men. So where?
So now, boys being boys ends up being a license, not a license. The logical conclusion of that is that we will rape women.
Yes. Normalize it, actually. Yeah.
Enough said.
Are we saying boys will be boys when others, Yeah, it's not
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
Not all boys are boys.
not all of them.
So why we?
Let me just get on. When did we reach a point where it is women who decide what a man is a problem?
That's a great question.
What do they know about being a man? That's like me saying, oh, when you reach 5 months of pregnancy, you will feel this pain on your lower abdomen. It's preposterous. Okay. I know nothing about being pregnant.
To be fair, we all discuss about differences or types or issues to do with the other gender. But on this one, what we're saying is that they're completely off.
I cannot listen to any woman who would tell me she knows what a man is. Yeah. I don't want to say a good man or a bad man.
Yeah.
No woman can define what a man is. All of you have no idea what men go through every day.
Yeah.
You have no idea what men keep to themselves. Even when we meet together as men, there are things we keep to ourselves.
Yeah. We talk.
And women can never, will never understand.
Contrary to popular opinion.
Yeah. We talk, yeah.
But even then, there are still things that we keep to ourselves. Yeah. Anyway, 6 minutes, 19 seconds into this, and all I've gotten is that a phrase that is used to describe mostly play with young adult males. Sorry, not young adult males. Oxymoronic statement. With young boys playing has been turned to be a license for bad behavior, sexual misconduct, and sexual assault.
And I haven't had even one belief that no longer serves them. Yeah, that actually has anything to do with the ladies.
This has just been an attack on men.
I would actually expected the beliefs would actually be things that are about them that they don't need to.
But anyway, let's see. Let me try and push this.
Wow.
We recognize what.
All right, I want to hear.
I'm just happy we are living in a generation or a time where.
Yeah, they're there to see, man. She looks amazing. You wouldn't take her to see mom like that, but she looks amazing.
Okay, since you
for the show,
I want to hold my
this is how you get subscribers. We gotta get you a miniskirt, bro.
I got them thighs.
We shave your thighs, man. You get that lotion
going. I don't have that much hair. It won't be a lot of work.
Yeah, thanks for that bit of information, bro.
It's not that we have to do a lot of work. Just a bit of
you
pressure.
Guys, wait. We'll be coming for that.
Let's hear from this lady.
Yeah.
I don't know her neighbor.
We recognize what people a long time ago did wrong, and we are trying as hard as possible to change that narrative. We still have a lot of work to do, but I'm just happy. I feel like how we raise our children is completely different from how our parents raise our kids, and for the better. So I just hope that the kids we bring up in future, they're going to be different from us.
Will these kids have their dads in their lives?
I was just about to say that. Number one, is anyone in this panel married?
We will find out. I see a ring here, but I'm not sure. It doesn't. They don't sound married.
Yeah, this is not how married women talk.
No.
Number two, and I know people will not listen to this, but check this out, guys.
How we raise our children is completely different from how our parents raise.
All right. What do people associate tongue rings with?
Fellatio.
So anyone who puts on a tongue ring is to add pleasure to someone when they're giving them relation.
That's a dick throtter right there.
I think YouTube are going to censor that.
No, they will not. Those words put together mean nothing, YouTube.
All right.
Chill out.
Number one, this woman was saying that her and her panelists, her generation, are going to do a better job at parenting.
Yes.
Because they've learned where their parents went wrong.
Yes.
They know better, yes?
They know better, yeah.
So number one, a tongue ring. Number two, I'm looking at all these ladies.
They're going to be different.
Now, they're beautiful. But I'm looking at all this. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this.
And I have a question.
And now, here's my question.
Yeah.
what happened to modesty?
Dude, I will attach something else to that.
Yeah.
When it comes to beliefs that no longer serve you,
Mm-hmm.
why didn't you guys add using your bodies to get attention on beliefs that no
Because
longer
this is exactly what is happening right
yeah,
now.
you're
Now
actually
they're denying.
perpetuating the same thing you guys say
They're
you
trying
hate.
to say
Because
that,
when
yeah.
guys look at you, like when I look at you guys, number one, I even stop listening to what you guys are saying.
This
I
is
just
where
start
our
looking
eyes
at
go.
you. Yeah.
This is where our eyes go.
So you should
This,
add
and the highlighting of the makeup. This is where our eyes go.
because if you want guys to take you like seriously, like yo guys, you're trying to change what has always been there.
Yeah.
I think sexually, you know,
I think sexual brazenness.
yes. Not
Should-
really.
It's
not
this is
really.
being brazen.
They are actually commercializing their sexuality. If you think about it, because this is for
Walking up
who
to the
will
line,
watch this.
walking up to the line, up to where someone can say, "Well, this is whole territory." They're walking up to the line and saying, "Well, no, we're just enjoying our own bodies, and we are wearing in a way that is comfortable to us and that we like." Now, everyone else on this other side, by everyone I mean all men and some properly thinking women, can look at this and say, you're not.
You're perpetuating what you're claiming to want to dismantle. It makes
So now
sense.
I'm back to her statement.
But you look amazing. If I wanna get a semi or something, I'm gonna
if
listen
this
to
is
you
about
guys.
if this is about looking for someone to be with, to spend not to be with, to have a good time with, I'm telling you,
You're right there.
you've won.
Yeah, you've won.
Yeah.
Yeah, mad respect.
But now here's the thing, right? She said that I'm going back to this point. She has learned how to become a better parent, and I've just pointed out two things that are crucial. So if this is my mom, let's say this was my mom, and she's dressed like this in public, and she has a tongue ring. Let's not even say that she got it for fellatio purposes, right?
What did she get it for?
Okay, let's just say, I don't know.
She
Who knows what her reasons are? But let's just say she
Like
got
the
it.
taste
Maybe
of
she
metal
liked,
in her mouth.
maybe. Let's even just assume that she likes a tongue ring in her mouth.
Yeah, she likes the taste of metal.
Who is going to look at me and say, "Wow, this is a great mother"? And I know you could say that, all right, this is just people's opinion.
See, that's what they say.
But if this is what is being shown to the public, do you really think at home she's raising a son or a daughter in a way that takes advantage of every good thing that was passed down from her parents to her,
No.
and then incorporating everything else that's good right now that maybe her parents didn't know? Is that what you think happened? Nope. I doubt it.
Hell no.
I doubt it, because there is a correlation between what you show to the world, the way you dress, the way you talk, and who you are, because it impacts your character.
Yes.
Your character then goes and impacts your children and the way you raise them. So you, out of all these ladies, you're going to tell me there are good mothers here? I'm just hearing a lot of leftist, modernist
propaganda
rubbish.
bullshit that
That's all I'm
really has
hearing.
nothing to do, number one, with life, number two, with men, because you guys look sexy, I won't refuse, but when it comes to you guys talking about we want to rearrange society, no ladies, that will not work.
They're certainly rearranging that, but along the lines that they
not for
want.
the better.
It has nothing to do with for the better. 7 minutes into
We
this,
know
and
better
I haven't
for
had
every
anything
better.
of
Yeah.
any importance yet.
All right, so the next one is a
We
close
should
one
actually
to me.
play a game.
It's a-
If we see something we agree with, we will celebrate.
Yeah, I
We will-
agree.
yeah.
Agreed.
We will actually, and we will even give them that concession. We will play devil's advocate, ladies. We will try and put ourselves in your shoes.
Yeah.
So let's continue and see.
about, I guess, what you'd call body dysmorphia. I'm a child of the 90s. I was born 88, so my formative years were in the 90s.
Now she's 30.
And me, during that time, you're only cute. And I know the skinny girls here are just gonna come for my neck. For my neck. Because we did have skinny versus, what?
Yeah. And then all you guys are like, I am a very...
Me, when I was growing up, girls who are seen as like attractive, and at that age where when the hormones have not yet hit, you're still trying to figure out am I appealing or not. It's girls from like who are size 8 downwards. The perfect is size 6 downwards, and I mean size 8 UK, right? So that's a very petite person. Even I don't even know who's like a size young, they're very, very, not all of them, but most of them are quite skinny. When you look at your pictures, you're like, but I wasn't even that fat. But I guess in that time, but after that, this era now, even, okay, so yes, there's still that shape that everybody wants, that pear shape, which is fucking unreasonable, guys. Can we cuss?
Yeah, fuck you,
fucking unreasonable. Can we?
Very ladylike.
It's fucking unreasonable. How can so women, we are like 7 billion on the planet.
Yes.
And then what's the ratio of men to women? 50. So you want 3 billion people to all look the same. With different genetic codes, we have different races. Some people are top heavy with big boobs, no ass. Okay?
Nobody ever said that. All guys say this. The same way women have preferences, guys have preferences too. If you meet a guy who says he prefers petite women, and then you go ahead and start saying, "Oh, you don't have the equipment to deal with a big woman. Oh, you hate your mother. You hate big." No. The same way ladies, you prefer guys who are 6'3", who work out. It's the same way there's a guy who prefers a lady who has an hourglass body, or who's fat, or who's just skinny. It's just preference, guys.
Preference has apparently been called body dysmorphia, and I feel like just looking this up right now.
Body dysmorphia is when
just ridiculous, man.
I think it's when your body, the way your body looks, you are so against it, or you don't like it so much, you start hurting yourself.
Body dysmorphia, a mental health disorder in which you can't stop thinking about one or more perceived defects or flaws in your appearance. A flaw that appears minor or cannot be seen by others, but which you feel so embarrassed and ashamed and anxious that you avoid social situations. Is that what she's talking about?
People have big asses and small titties and a pooch. Some people are square, but
this is just ridiculous.
Is this a belief though?
This is just ridiculous. Number one. I know what she's going at, because I checked up a bit of what she said earlier. This one is just trying to say, I can be big and still look beautiful. I don't have to adhere to standards that have been set. But that is true, actually. It's true, number one. Yeah. Not everybody will be the same size.
That's true.
However, what she's trying to attack is the fact that there is a preference for women who are fit. All right? Wanting women who are fit does not mean that we want women to be skinny. This lady with the orange dress is a bit, in my opinion, a bit skinnier than this one with the purple dress, all right?
Yeah.
But they all look fit.
Yeah.
All right? This one, I think is slight, but slightly fitter than the one on the left.
Yeah, but they all look fit.
But they all look fit.
Yes.
Now, there is a standard, all right? If a woman is a size 12 and above, and she is 5'4", that woman is not fit.
No.
And she will not be appealing.
Nope.
All right?
There are some guys.
She's a one. If a woman is size,
there are some guys, but the guys you get might fetishize it.
Exactly. And that's why you hear a lot of stories where women who are overweight say, I don't understand men. I will get a lot of people who will want to sleep with me, but they will not stay in a relationship with me because they fetishized it. Yeah. They wanted to hit and see, experience what it's about. How sex is with a heavier girl.
But when it
comes to a relationship, a long-term relationship and a marriage, a man will prefer a fitter woman. Yes. That does not mean that everyone will be a size 4 or a size 6. You might be a size 8. Preference. It's preference. But there is a certain how shall I say it? There is a certain range
where you
can find women. You can say these women are fit.
Yeah.
From a size maybe 2. Is there a size 2?
Yeah, they are.
From a size 2 or maybe 4, to a size 10, something like that.
4 to 10 there.
4 to 10 is generally a fit woman.
Yeah. So and that's also even where they all 4 of them range.
Yeah. And that's generally, I don't know. Yeah, by the way, yeah. I think that.
She could be 4 or 5.
Yeah.
The one in orange.
That's a range that we say this is a fit woman. somebody is not overweight. I suspect a bit overweight here, a bit.
No,
but it's not so much. Personally, I don't think it's a bad thing.
If we use our culture,
yeah.
if we put our culture in here,
they're fantastic.
They all look amazing. I don't think there's any woman
I agree with that.
who's even out of weight.
They're all fantastic.
Who's overweight?
But you see, the point that she's trying to push is just because now the world has said this, and I agree. There is a bit of a preference for women who are way skinnier. And we look at fashion models, especially from the West, and we're like, okay, that's fine, but yeah, and we also don't even like it.
It's not even about that. There's another part of this that we don't even talk about. When guys are actually looking, or when guys are trying to look for a young lady, maybe for a date, when they find a lady who's fit, who was taking care of her weight, she's not obese. That automatically is tied, number one, to she's active. She loves who she is. She loves her body. She likes taking care of herself. And you can see longevity with her.
And there's also discipline.
And there's discipline also.
For a person to maintain a certain body,
it is work.
You're sure this person works out.
She doesn't have things, underlying issues like gluttony, or laziness.
No matter what everyone says, even they themselves, they know. You see, let's just turn this around. She's trying to say, she'll talk later and say, well, it's not a must. I wear a 2-piece only when I'm skinny. I can be maybe 100 kilos and wear a 2-piece. And of course you can.
You can go ahead.
I'll find that disgusting.
Yeah, the way the biggest problem they have is when she is that size 14 and she wears that 2-piece, people look at her like she's crazy. That's the problem they have. Especially men. Men don't look at that and go like, wow, that's fantastic. When you have flabs of meat hiding that piece at the bottom. People can't even tell if you're wearing a bra or you're wearing a thong. There's nothing appealing about it. That's just facts. Even for men. If you meet a guy whose beer gut is hiding his entire dick, nigga hasn't seen his dick in 5 years. There's nothing appealing about that. Even with
talk about this. And guys, we know this. I meet men, men who've let themselves go, all right? And I can look them in the eye and I know they feel self-conscious about that. Yeah. And we all know it. Yes. Among men, we know it. And we say, all right, if you decide to stay like that, that's your thing. It's fine. But you know what it means. We
tell each other, you will
not get that guy looking like that. Yeah. But here are women saying, well, I don't care. I can look however I want. And everyone should accept me and like me. Why should I like you for being in a certain way that is unappealing to me and the vast majority of other men?
Especially even we'll talk a bit. It's okay, we can push this. The guys who they want, the guys who they say are eligible. These are guys who are fit, guys with good jobs. Guys, even when they are thinking about their legacy, they're even thinking about how the portrait should look. The guys you want. And there's a reason, ladies, all of you are looking so amazing, because you understand this. Now, what I don't get is why you have to feed each other this word salad when you sit in front of each other. Why can't you just keep it one hand?
And the people it affects are the women who are listening to.
Yes,
because these women are already fit.
Yeah. All of you look amazing.
You look great.
And now you started saying, if I were fat, I would still dress. You would not dress.
It's a bunch of bollocks, man.
Let's keep going.
9 minutes into this, and I'm yet. Anyway, some good points, but generally,
no good.
Now there's this idea that, oh, this is beautiful. Now all 3 billion of us were like, guy, I want to look. It's so Can you hide it? Don't take. I know I am okay, I'm alright, but Cousteau, it was really hotel, and then remember I keep telling you about the pink spark top, and
I still talking about Jesus.
Like seeing these two, Shiko and
is this when women meet? Is this what they talk about? You think?
This is what I think so. Wow, okay. They'll deny it.
Yeah, they say that now we are solving
the world's issues.
Quantum physics.
I tell you, women only be them.
The world's issues.
Because they're just there so to show. Then they don't even have to brave. Us chicks, they're always pulling down.
Yeah, you have to understand. Women, the average woman talks 25,000 words in a day. the average man, half of that. And we're just talking the average, right? There are those who are going to speak more. But the average male is going to talk about 12,500 words. So, as you can see, guys, a lot of forwarding.
Yeah.
Sorry,
we'll try and keep up.
Get to a point.
Bodies in general. Yeah.
Well, kind of. And there's something that you said on, I think it was skinny versus thick, where I hope this will reach, is what you're saying.
Shouldn't it be skinny versus fat? Ladies, I thought this was some American thing. Have you guys removed fat from the vocabulary as well?
Yes, it has been.
Jesus
Because
Christ.
there are thick women who are fit.
Yeah.
This has it should be fit versus fat.
Yeah. If you
Has
guys
even
really
nothing
want to
about
keep it
skinny.
100.
We've just said, I think this woman is fit. In relative terms, she's fitter than these, but in general terms, they're all fit.
They're all fit.
But if another lady comes who is 120 kilos plus, that one's just going to be fat. That should be fit versus fat, but whatever.
Let's listen to
Because right now, big butts are in. Yeah.
Big butts have always been in.
All
They've
day.
never been out.
all day. All day, ladies.
It's like these
Big
people
butts.
don't even
And
know what's
another
happening.
thing, since we are talking about beliefs that no longer serve you, ladies, just because you have a big butt doesn't mean the shape doesn't matter. You can just have a circumference, but there's nothing going on. So, when you're talking about thick, you need to tone that stuff. For those men you say you want, those guys who are eligible for you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone. I'm just here saving. No, we'll go. It's not just, this is the season for big butts, this is the season for skinny girls. All those shapes that you're talking about, I hope we can get there.
Where all shapes
Are
accepted, yes.
What are they
Just
talking
because, okay, I think some...
they're really condescending
I
when
mean,
it comes to actual ladies who actually have issue, because you ladies have no problem getting men. It's just that you've become so puffed up by number one how you look. Let's keep it 100. You ladies are getting a lot of offers from guys because you look amazing, so you can afford to say the things you say. But there are a lot of ladies and men who can not go around saying, me, I can only go for guys who are like, because they know how they look.
Yeah.
There are a lot of guys who are 4'11", 5'2". Jamaa anajua the only lady I can get ni ule naweza pea pesa.
Yeah.
Apart from that, nigga knows he has to go and pay for something. Can we keep it 100, ladies? You cannot talk about yourselves and start at self-deprecation when it comes to how you look. And you look amazing. It makes no sense. Come on, guys. When you're talking about, ladies who don't have big butts, or ladies, you're not there, guys. You're just...
And the other thing, they're talking about the fact that, all right, fine, there's been a fad in the last maybe around 7 to 10 years about big booty, all right? But now she's saying this like it's an issue in society.
No, it's not.
When has the preference for girls who have a bigger behind stopped other women from being married?
It makes no sense.
I mean, just look at based purely on wedding shows. How many women have big butts in those shows?
Very few.
But they're getting married.
Yeah, look at it.
Others,
tuangalia hata wale wazungu wanapenda.
Yeah.
When these zungus come to Kenya, let's say to Kenya, what ladies do they go for? Do they go for ladies with wigs and no?
They
Wanalenga
go for everyone
madem
who has natural
huko
hair.
Eldoret. Wanaona dem ametoka kimbia
Yeah.
up a mountain looking toned.
Imagine
as
those are the women who
nywele
white
ngumu to
guys
short
are
hair.
marrying.
Nigga is like, that's my queen.
Yeah.
Come on, ladies, let's keep it 100.
So I'm just saying now, she's taking a trend or a preference that has been in vogue for a few years, and made it to seem like a national disaster.
It's
or
just
a worldwide
commercialized.
disaster. Just because it's been commercialized, does that mean that only the Asidika-ish women
Yeah,
are
the ones who are
getting
getting married.
That's the only ones with good outcomes?
Oh, God.
Dude,
It's
I feel like
we're
done.
We're done, guys. But hey, you ladies look amazing. I hope you don't report us. We just wanted to see.
Report.
We just wanted to see what you guys, are up to, and we love you.
Hey, by the way, big up to over 25.
Big up to over 25.
But I'd just like to
You
say,
guys look
man,
amazing.
I don't know. Let's try and keep it.
Let's keep it 100 because if we start picking a lot of what these Westerners have incorporated into their culture, especially this gender friction, where ladies say, this happens to us, and then men say, well, you guys do this to us, and then ladies go like, well, this happened to us. We won't go anywhere. We will not go anywhere. How about, let's keep it 100. People, yes, are getting married. Some guys love really fat women. Some guys love really skinny women. Some guys are in between them, both men and women. That's the life we live in. How about we try and discuss things that are actually happening in real life? Because I'm sure the ladies who are seated there watching you guys, these are normal women who don't get the attention you guys get. So when you start telling a lady that, oh, you should leave that guy, you deserve better, and you're thinking about yourself, and you're telling a lady you found a nice guy, but this guy isn't what you guys would say is an eligible bachelor, mnampoteza tu. Madem anaweza enda peke yake. Let's keep it 100 on both ends.
And for the record, we are 12 minutes 41 seconds into this thing, and I have yet to hear one legitimate belief that should be let go, that would make their lives better.
Maybe there are some in the we'll come back to it.
We'll come back to this video and check it out some more. But 12 minutes into this thing, and I'm here to hear
we tapped out.
We tapped out, guys. Kyalo and Vic here.
Peace out. On to the next one.